I want to be Dua Lipa so bad. She might be the only celebrity who can post from a yacht, a museum, a restaurant, a book club, and a music festival and infuriate me not because she's doing it all, but because she's doing it all exactly the way I want her to be. It's the difference between walking into a rich person's house and seeing a framed NFT monkey or seeing Lauren Greenfield photography or a David Hockney painting. Either way, they have way more money than me, but the latter is somehow more justified in it. Dua Lipa has become a very specific kind of modern pop star. Yes, she's famous and rich and constantly on holiday. Yes, she is the most beautiful woman on the planet. Yes, she is smart and has incredible taste, but her version of celebrity leisure doesn't read as empty the way a lot of celebrity leisure does, and a lot of people agree with me.
There's people online who say, Dua Lipa is always on vacation, which is totally wrong because I'm British, so we call it a holiday.
My first instinct is that this must be because she maintains her moral code, right? She's staunchly pro-Palestine and has criticized policies like the UK's withdrawal from the EU and its immigration language. But other celebrities maintain their moral code too. So I thought maybe this is just because she has a great management team. But Radical 22 hasn't had this long storied history of allowing celebrities to become brands in a way that excites audiences. She actually started that company with her dad. Her PR team, Dawbell, does seem quite good, and it represents beloved artists like Elton John and Paul McCartney, Harry Styles, Shania Twain, BTS, and Rihanna. But even they can't spin straw into gold. They represent James Corden. Ugh. So why does her celebrity leisure read as tasteful and curious and cultured and almost responsible when others read barren and desolate? And why are we so obsessed with her? Let's first take a look at her social media. Her Instagram is basically a mood board for a dream version of adulthood. Travel, food, dancing, friends, books, museums, a really hot husband. She doesn't really seem to be selling luxury despite her insane shoe closet, but she does seem to be selling the idea that pleasure is a perfectly fine end goal. Enter the one and only Service 95. Plenty of celebrities have tried it, but no one can really nail a book club like Dua. Service 95 is Dua's free culture newsletter, which she has described as a kind of cultural concierge. It covers travel, activism, food, culture, and books, and there's also a book club where she interviews authors and spotlights novels like Shugal Bain, Swimming in the Dark, and The Trees. Now, to me, this is a really important part of why her image works. She makes luxury look like things you and I can do too. Anyone can get involved in activism. Anyone with a library card can join her book club. There are these small things that make us feel close to her and that make her lifestyle of excess seem attainable. Because a lot of celebrities have lifestyle brands. They sell skincare, tequila, shapewear, supplements, candles, whatever. But Dua has somehow convinced us that despite selling a skincare line and partnering with brands like Bulgari and Versace, she isn't selling us a product at all. No, she's selling us an aspirational life. She's a pop star selling herself, and we, myself included, are hungry to buy. It's easy to ignore the constant hum of marketing when she seems so genuinely interested in the world. At least for now, that's doing her favors online. Because right now, the internet is obsessed with a certain fantasy of living beautifully without turning every single part of your life into work. Think Euro summer mood boards and Anthony Bourdain nostalgia and it girl reading culture and travel TikTok and the creator economy fantasy that your life can be both your job and your art. Madison Huizinga called this the Dua effect, a brand built around abundance and being a student of life. And she's building it at the right time, because for a lot of young people, the fantasy is to just have enough time, money, and emotional space to pursue curiosity, to read and travel and go to dinner and learn a language and make art and be social. Ultimately, to have a life that doesn't feel completely consumed by productivity and devoid of pleasure. Gen Z is less likely to be interested in hustle culture or the grind than previous generations because they've been shown that it doesn't actually work. It's a scam. And that's why Dua's leisure feels so different from an influencer posting a sponsored hotel stay or a billionaire giving a tour of their closet. Her life is extremely excessive, but it's framed as enrichment. Of course, there's also a tension there. Dua's life is not replicable for most people. Most of us cannot casually build an international existence out of beaches, books, parties, and perfectly lit dinners. And the obsession with her probably won't last. It never does.